is a boy. Yeah. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, yeah. Turn it up, turn it up.
Hello my beauties and welcome to yet another episode of Skincare with Seah Iyala. Of course, I'm your girl Seah Iyala. Today I am back with another exciting video, and in this video I'll be showing you guys how to make a very moisturizing lotion. You guys requested from my Instagram page that I should make a lotion for a darker skin tone and also a lotion that a child can use. Now this is a very simple and easy recipe that I have calculated out here, and I'll be teaching you guys how you can calculate your own recipe so you don't depend on my recipe here. You can actually do substitute the oils if you don't have them. I'm going to be showing you guys the important things you need and the things you cannot substitute. Okay, I'm going to walk you guys through on that. Now before I go into the calculation and how you can calculate your own recipe, I want to talk about the most important things we need to learn first. As long as we want to make our own lotion or we want to sell them, we have to do things the right way. Now, most of you guys did ask me, oh, Seah, how do you actually sanitize your containers, your equipment? Now, this is a very easy method that I do, and it works really well. Now, in here, in this bowl, I have more than 16 ounces of hot water, and I have 1 cup of my, let me bring this here. I have 1 cup of my bleach here. Now, this bleach can kill 99.9% of germs. Yes, you can use any bleach that you have at home that works really well. If you know it is very active, then you can use that. Now, what I actually do is that when I wash my containers, my equipment, I want to soak them in the bleach for at least 30 minutes. I'm actually recycling this container. This was what I used last for my lotion. So yeah, you want to soak this and leave it for like 30 minutes, and once you're done, you want to throw out the water. Yeah, and then you want to get yourself 99.9% rubbing alcohol. Yes, now once you get your containers out from the water, you want to spray this on your equipment. You want to spray this on your container as well. Now you want to wear your glove. You want to make sure that your working environment is super clean before you even start anything. Yes, I have the ingredients and I have the amount in percentage, and you can either do in ounces, in pounds, in millimeters, or in grams. I'm going to be doing my recipe in grams. Okay, guys. Now you want to make sure you know all the things you want to use. Now before you list out all the things you want to make sure that you want to know the total batch of the volume you want to make, and that means are you going to make 8 ounces in total, or are you going to make 16 ounces in total? How much do you want to make in the batch? If you're going to make a larger batch, you want to know exactly the ounces or the grams or the pounds you want to make. That's the first thing you need to write down here. You can write it anywhere. I decided to write it down here. First of all, before you want to make your lotion, you know, of course, you need a distilled water. And distilled water, you might want to use either 70% or 80%. Now, mind you, in the amount batch, everything has to be 100%. You can't go above 100%. Okay, guys. Now, distilled water, it has to be either 70 to 80%, depending on how thick you want your lotion, depending on how light you want your lotion. So I'll be using 70% of my distilled water. Here I have my hemp seed oil, and I'll be using 2%. Yeah, 2% of that. I have my shea butter here, and I'll be using 2%. Don't look at this, guys. Just ignore this first. This is what you need to calculate first. Okay. Now, without your emulsifying wax, you can't make your lotion. So you need to understand that as well. Now, emulsifying wax, you can do either from 10 to 20%. You can't go above 20%. You can't go below 10%. So I'm going to be using 10% for this recipe. Now you need stearic acid. I'll be doing 2% of that. And these are all. I can't just look. I don't want this video too long. You just have to figure out how much you want. Now, let me just talk about the important ones. Now, this is my preservative, and I'll be using 4%. Now, depending on the preservative you buy, listing, guys, depending on the preservative you buy, the manufacturer will tell you that you can use either from 1% to 5%. Where's my preservative here? Now this is my preservative that I'll be using, and the manufacturer already has given me the accurate percentage that I'm supposed to use. This percentage can be used from 1 to 5%, and I'll be using 4% since I am making just a little bit of my lotion, which is the 8 grams. Yeah, so I'm going to be using 4. Please make sure you contact the seller and ask them how many percentage can be used. That's very important. So you want to list all of this out and then write the percentage here, and you want to make sure that they all come down to 100%, nothing more than 100%. Now once you're done with this section 1 and 2, now we need to know the measurements in either ounces, in pounds, or in millimeters, or in grams. I hope you guys understand, and this is very easy. All you need to do, get your calculator or go online and ask Google how much is 70% of 8 grams. Okay, just go online and ask Google how much is 2% of 8 grams. Of course, Google will tell you it is 0.16. Okay, let me do that. Where's my phone? Just give me a break, guys. Now this is my Google here, and I would say, how much is 2% of 8 grams?
The answer is 0.16 grams.
Exactly, 0.16 grams. So this is how you can do it. If you can't use your calculator, this is a very easy method that would save your time and energy. How much is 4% of 8 grams? See, that's 0.32 grams. How much is 3% of 8 grams?
The answer is 0.24 grams.
0.24 grams. You can see that right there. So this is how you can actually do this easy math, and you will be able to, you know, do this on your own. It's very easy. I hope you guys understand me. So moving on, I am going to get my measurements done, and once I'm done with my measurements, I'm going to bring you guys back, and then we'll continue the process. So once you have your measurements settled already, all you need to do now is to combine all your oils. These are all my oils. All I need to do is to pour them in here. The oils and the wax, they need to go in the same bowl. Okay, guys. So I've got my Stearic Acid. So guys, as you can see, I've got my oil and also my e-wax in here. I've got also my solid oils here, and I've got my water measured out already. So what we need to do is to heat them up before we can mix. So I'm going to bring you guys back. Once I heat them to the right temperature, I'll bring you guys back and show you how I do the mixing. I have my hot water here and also my oils, and I'm just quickly going to check the temperature to see how, yeah, this is good. I'm gonna wait a little bit. So this is a very easy method, and it's quite easy to make your lotion, guys. You can make your own lotion at home. You can add any additive you want into your lotion while you're making it from scratch, which is actually the best. I'm gonna mix this right now. Okay, so this is where the whole chemistry starts. Once you mix this in, I'm gonna get out every residue in my container. And as you can see, the formation has started already. This is the emulsifying phase, and you can either use your stick blender or your mini blender. I decided to use my mini blender because obviously my stick blender is just too big for this small recipe. So the only thing I've not added is my fragrance, which I'm using my lemongrass and Seah oil. I have here also my vitamin E that I've not added, and I've got my preservative as well. We need to let this temperature drop before we can actually add any of the remaining face. Let's blend a little bit. So the reason why you want to use a stick blender or a mini hand blender is because it helps to emulsify the oil and water together really fine. You can use your spatula if you want to, but the spatula will take you a long time to do that. So the best way is to use your small mini blender. I'll be leaving the link if you want to buy this one or if you want to buy the bigger one. You guys, you may have seen me using the big hand blender, yeah, and this is also a very good blender as well that you can buy. Now what you want to do is to just allow this to cool down a little bit. From time to time you can come and mix, you know, just to get the whole mixture going on really well, but it will take time for it to form like a cream. Right now what we have here is just liquid. There is some form of emulsification going on down there, so it's really nice, but when the temperature really drops, that's when it's going to form to your normal cream, you know. Okay guys, this is just the process going on, and I'll bring you guys back once it's time for me to mix other ingredient that I have here. Like I said, you want to mix this ingredient when the temperature has dropped. At least you want it to drop for about 100 degree downwards. You don't want to mix it when it's really high, most especially your preservative. Your preservative has to be at least less than 100 degree before you can add it in. So welcome back. Well, as you can see guys, the cream is forming, and I'm just quickly going to mix this really quick and then check the temperature so we can put the other part of our ingredients. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Let me quickly check the temperature. Okay, this is actually very good for us to mix in the other part of our ingredients. So all I need here, okay, for the vitamin E, I need 0.8 grams. And for my fragrance, also 1.8. 0.32 grams of my preservative. Okay. How much do I have here? Take it down a little bit. Yep, and that's it. So this is all we need. And what you want to do is to just mix it really well. At this point, you don't want to use your stick blender, or you don't want to use your mini hand blender as well. You just mix really fine. Oils that I use, they are very nice oils. This will moisturize your skin. From the look of the cream already, you can tell that this is going to be a very good cream. So what you want to do next is to do your packaging, and I've got here my clean container. Let me quickly wipe in there just to ensure that there is no remnant of the alcohol. Now we have to pour this into our container. Now, usually if you're going to use a container that has like a bottle like this, you want to make sure you do everything before it forms to this stage. Because once it forms to this stage, it's very difficult for you to get it into the container. Okay, and for packaging reason, it will also give your lotion a very nice look. Right now, this is what it looks like, okay? Yeah, this is just a lotion anyone can use. Most especially if you have dry skin, this is a very moisturizing lotion. If you have a baby can use this. This is very safe for a child to use because there is no harmful chemical in it. And I'm planning to use this as my moisturizer. So that's all I have for this video, guys. If you're new to my channel, you are absolutely welcome. Here we teach people how to DIY themselves. Whatever I know, I am willing to share with you guys. You can learn from my channel how to make your own body lotion, scrubs, maxis, anything that has to do with beauty products. This is a channel for you guys. So thanks so much, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. You can follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram. I would prefer you follow me on Instagram. If you have any private message you want to send to me, you can send it to me via Instagram and I'll be willing to reply back to you as soon as I can. Like I will always say, if it doesn't feed you, do not water it. Bye for now, guys, and stay blessed. I love you. But meanwhile, please do not forget, well, I have to say this. You have to hold on. Please don't cover the lid yet. You don't want to put the lid right now. You want to make sure that the temperature is fully dropped. The temperature hasn't dropped yet. We have 97 degree right now, and the temperature is still high for you to put the lid. So you want to hold on a little bit before you put the lid. Okay, guys? Thanks and goodbye.